Hey, thanks so much for finding the video. Do us a favor. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. And be sure to leave your comment. We love to interact. Enjoy the video. So on Friday, we found out that the New Orleans Saints tried to move up into the top 10 of the draft to take one of the top cornerbacks, either J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain. And it was going to cost the Saints, reportedly, 3 first-round picks. So the Saints decided, we're good. Now we know the Saints weren't done maneuvering after Horn and Surtain went off the board. Michael Lombardi, on his GM Shuffle podcast, reported, I should say, that the Saints actually tried to move up again outside of the top 10, but not for a cornerback, for a quarterback.
And I've had this confirmed to me by 2 teams. They were trying to get up above New England to get Mac Jones. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Now, everybody will deny it. No. I'm just telling you, they couldn't get there. Why? Because Minnesota traded with the Jets. Minnesota didn't go back as far as New Orleans, and they got a good deal, right? 13 wasn't moving because Slater was there. The Chargers weren't going to move. 12 wasn't moving because Dallas was going to pick Parsons, right? 11 became Fields. So there was nowhere for him to go. There was nowhere for them to go. And I don't know if the Saints called New England to try to trade for that pick or if they knew New England was going to just take Mac Jones.
Michael Lombardi lays out a pretty compelling reason why the Saints couldn't move up to 15. Dallas was going to take Micah Parsons. They weren't moving. The Chargers wanted an elite offensive lineman to protect Justin Herbert. Slater was there. They weren't moving. Ultimately, it was, hey, New England, do you want Mac Jones or will you move back and let the Saints take him? And they took him. Some may see this, the Saints trying to move up to take Mac Jones, as the Saints were sold on Mac Jones as a franchise quarterback. So I don't quite see it that way. Because if you were sold on him being the franchise quarterback, you do the deal. Apparently, what it would have cost would have been multiple first-round picks and multiple mid-round picks. So we'd have to given up 28, likely the following year's one, and then multiple mid-round picks as well, given what the other 2 trades gave up to move up in the first round. The Jets gave up 2/3, 2 threes to go from 23 to 14. So they got 23 and 2 third-round picks. And they got a 4th-round pick back along the way, by the way. Chicago sent 2 1s, a 4, and a 5 to go up 9 spots. So it was going to cost the Saints a couple of first-round picks at least and some mid-round picks as well to go from 28 to 15. They would have been moving more than those did. Remember, each of those moved up 9 spots. The Saints were trying to go from 28 to 15. They were trying to move 13 spots. So it would have cost them even more. If that was Patrick Mahomes, would you give up 2 1s and a couple of 3s? Answer that question. If that was Patrick Mahomes, would you give up 2 1s and a couple of 3s, knowing what you know now? Hell yeah, you would, in a heartbeat. What I know for sure is you ain't winning without a franchise quarterback. And if he's one, you take him. And if they felt that convicted about Mac Jones, they would have done it. The reality is there's no harm in calling to see what it would cost. It's no different than walking into a jewelry store and asking the clerk, hey, how much for that giant diamond ring right there? Oh, sir, that's $35,000. Okay, thanks. And then you keep walking. Do you have something less expensive? Like maybe the defensive end out of Houston at 28. If they were sold on Mac Jones, you do it. But, so I don't think this news necessarily is all about, oh, the Saints were sold on Mac Jones. The Saints wanted Mac Jones. I think they looked at Mac Jones. I think certainly he has the opportunity to be a franchise quarterback. And if the price were right and they could move up, you pull the trigger. Okay. If the price wasn't right, they didn't do it. Okay. They were balancing what the value was, how much it was going to cost. No worries. Every time we shop, hey, how much is this? Sometimes you buy and sometimes you keep looking. But what this shows is that the Saints are definitely keeping their option open. I mean, it's just proof. I mean, I say it all the time. Actions speak louder than words. I don't care what Sean Payton says. If you're committed to Jameis, you think you like your quarterback room, Jameis, Taysom, whatever. Jameis Winston's on a one-year deal. If you loved Jameis Winston, you would have signed him to a long-term extension. He's on a one-year deal. That speaks way more than anything you say in a press conference. When it looked like Russell Wilson was on the trading block, the Saints inquired. If they were convinced Jameis Winston was their guy, they wouldn't have asked about Russ. Draft day comes around. All these reports from Schefter and others about Aaron Rodgers being unhappy. You inquire about Aaron Rodgers. Even not directly, indirectly, Saints inquired. They should. It's Aaron Rodgers. And now we find out they tried to trade up. They inquired about trading up for Mac Jones. I mean, that's at least 4 defined examples of the Saints looking to improve their quarterback situation, suggesting they're still in the market. Listen, the best case, Jameis Winston's a stud. Best case. Goes into this year, realizes all the potential that his athleticism has, the maturity, the growth, the development in Sean Payton's offense, throwing to Michael Thomas, handing off to Alvin Kamara. Adam Troutman takes that next step. Traquan Smith realizes his potential, and boom, bada bing, they're an awesome offense, and you got a guy for the next decade who can be a number one. That would be best case scenario. But you prepare for the possibility that isn't what unfolds, that isn't what transpires. And if you're not doing that, then you're being negligent. You've got to take these steps about what might be the best thing for your franchise. What's Hill saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. There is no such thing as staying the same. So get better if you can. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.